Hi, my name is Eddie and this is a reading for Aquarius. It's a reading that runs from the new moon until the full moon, which is the 20th of February until the 7th of March. So I'm going to shuffle the cards now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to like, to share, to comment. Thanks so much for your comments so far, much appreciated, and I will reply to all comments. And if you wanted to buy me a coffee, then there's a link in the description for that. So just going to lay down your ten cards now. Right, let's have a look at what's going on here. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And the card I get is the Empress card in the reversed position. Okay, you may well feel that things have been going against you recently. I do sense some negative energy around you, which could well be in the form of a person. There's also something here about something not growing. Something seems stuck here. It's a bit like you've got a plant in a room and it's reached the ceiling. Okay, so you could put like a hole in the ceiling, or you could move the plant. So something needs to change here. Either you stick at it or you do something completely different. And I do sense, this choice which you have here. And also I'm sensing, should I stay or should I go here as well? It's also big changes taking place and it's quite challenging. It's a bit like you've got the wind, which helps the seeds to scatter, and the rain, which helps the seeds to grow. So even though the wind and the rain are challenging elements, they're actually needed for the seed to grow into a beautiful plant. And that's how it is with you here. So the card crossing is the Hierophant in the reverse position. It's interesting, you've got two major cards here, first of all. So it does talk about these major issues around you at this time. And also there's big changes which are taking place as well. Since it's a Hierophant reversed, it does show that things are they're not very structured at the moment. So it could well be that you had built up something and then it kind of sort of crashing down, and things are very much up in the air at the moment for you. But again, I do see this vision of like this snow globe. It's been shaken up and all the snow's all over the place. So things are unsettled, but when the snow settles, then it reveals this beautiful scene, which was always there. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Four of Pentacles. So a few things here. First of all, it shows you've been holding on to something, for far too long. Okay, it's time to let go, time to allow something new to come in. When you let go, then you feel lighter and you move much faster towards what you want. And what you want starts running towards you as well. So there's a strong sense of meeting halfway. I do sense some improvements on the way around either like a money situation or a work situation for you. So if I look more forward, I've got the Page of Cups. Okay, very positive card. It's very much about some good news here around matters of the heart. I'm also sensing a lot of water as well, so it indicates some healing which is taking place. So you could well be worried about a situation, but everything is shown to work out for the best here. I'm also seeing like a fish out of water, and it's saying you need to take a risk around a situation, put your best foot forward, because if you don't take a risk, then things very much kind of sort of stays the same. But by taking a risk, which could be in the form of writing a text or a phone call or a letter, then things will change for you for the better. Your gold card is shown by the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, it shows you wanting improvements here around a money or work situation. It's on the way. I'm sensing the energy here, so it could well be you'll be doing a lot of work on yourself and around a situation involving money. It also shows you wanting better communication here with somebody around you. Subconsciously, I've got the Five of Swords in the reverse position. Yeah, quite clearly it shows that things have gone from bad to worse and from the frying pan and into the fire. Okay, it's been very challenging for you recently. You feel very defeated. Okay, I also see some so-called friends which you're walking away from. Okay, they were showing up for how they really are. But this is a sign of positive change, because when you make some changes, it's difficult initially. It's a bit like that big lorry which is about to turn. Okay, when it's turning, it causes a lot of disruptions, it causes a lot of frustrations, challenges, but once it turns around, then it's full steam ahead. Okay, so there are some positive changes ahead. It's a bit like being on a plane and going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way. The advice card here is shown by the Eight of Swords in the reversed position. Okay, it shows a person, they're tied up, they're blindfolded, there's these swords in the ground in front of them which appear like the bars to a prison. However, it's reversed, the rope can just drop off of you. Okay, then you can take the blindfold off and you can see there's actually a gap between two of the swords. So it's showing that things are very much in your hands here around this situation, okay, for some kind of breakthrough. As shown earlier, with the Page of Cups, it's about you taking some kind of risk here and putting your best foot forward. So on the outside, I've got the Queen of Swords in the reversed position. I do sense this negative energy once again around you, and it could well be like a sort of feminine energy. They're shown to be very manipulative, controlling, but I also sense them to be very superficial. Okay, so there's a strong sense of the need to move away from this person. If that's not possible, then to actually deal with them in a slightly different way, and then you'll bring about some positive changes. It's also about you drawing a line in the sand here around a situation. So your hopes and your fears is shown by the Death card. Okay, you're wondering whether it's the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning here, around this situation. Okay, but what I do sense here is that if you let go and then move forward, what's yours will come in. Okay, it's a win-win situation for you, but there's also a strong sense of the need to burn dead wood to clear a way forward, shut one door to open a new door. And then the outcome card is shown by the Knight of Swords in the reversed position. Again, I am feeling these kind of sort of frustrations, these challenges. But again, once you make these changes, initially it's difficult. It's like paying in advance. Okay, everybody goes through this. Okay, when you change for the better, perhaps you want to become more focused around like a sort of work or around a hobby, or you want to do some travel, but you're gonna have to take some kind of risk, and it does. Well, the flip side is that it has challenges with it, okay? But it's like you're paying in advance, so within a very, very short time, things become much easier and much more settled for you. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and to comment. And there's also a coffee icon there if you wanted to buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you.